welcome to Kate's Egg. Today we are not seeding, and for a very unusual reason. It is snowing. Can you believe it? Snow everywhere. What are your thoughts, Dad?
Yeah, it is snowing. That's why we're not seeding.
And it's also 15 degrees outside, so well below freezing. Are you concerned for our chickpea crops that aren't supposed to freeze?
I don't think they're up yet, Kate, so I don't think that's going to matter.
Would this be very unusual for Montana?
Well, it doesn't happen all the time, but anything can happen here. So
Yes, that's very true. We've been having some extreme weather lately, and so we're going to go look at the tractors and everything that's going on out in the field today, because it's been snowing for the past 3 days, and it's so important to get your crops in the ground at a good time so that they have enough time to grow. We've already got a late start to seeding because we just haven't had the weather conditions, and now it's already snowing again.
yeah, we'll wear it out though, Kate. We'll get it done.
Yes.
We'll just go up, check out the tractors, see what it looks like up where they're at. It'll give us an idea on what we got to do here.
We even have snow drifts. Oh my goodness. This is insane. We've almost got more snow in spring seeding than we had all winter.
I know.
This is crazy. We had a really light snow this winter, like not much at all. And we actually get a lot of our moisture for the year from snowfall. So that's why we're in a drought right now. Would you say this is a wet snow, Dad, and one that's going to help our crops?
It wasn't as wet as it could have been, no. But it's gonna melt and get a little bit wet around here for a while,
So it will be a little bit beneficial.
well, it can't hurt, that's for sure.
Are you pleased to see the snow, or sad that we didn't get finished seeding?
Well, it'd have been nice to get finished and have rain instead anyway, but you get what you get. That's the way it is.
Yes, very true statement. How would you say the winter wheat crop has been looking?
Not good.
Would that be caused by the drought?
Yeah, I would say it is. It was really dry when we seeded last year too, Kate, and it hasn't rained or provided any moisture since then.
Yes. If it got moisture, would you say there's still a possibility it could make a comeback?
I don't know, Kate. You'd have to, if the wheat come up where it didn't grow because it was so dry, yeah, then it's making a comeback. But there ain't very much moisture in this. It's just gonna make things a little surface muddy and not bring any real moisture to the ground.
So I know we were in a drought last year as well. How many years has it been since you've gotten a good rainfall and a really great crop from that?
Well, the years before were okay, Kate. I mean, that's why we had water in the reservoir and stuff.
Do you think we'll have water in the reservoir?
Not by the end of the summer if something don't happen, which it probably won't. So that'll be the way it is.
Do you ever test the temperature of your ground and have to make sure it's a certain temperature before you start seeding again, or before you plant pulse crops?
Some people do, Kate. We try and get it in early because early crops seem to do better. That's all I can really say about that.
Do you usually like to seed when it's above freezing?
Yes, of course I do.
Does it affect pulse crops more than crops like barley?
I don't know that, Kate. I haven't done enough of that to know it.
This is what the road to our field looks like. White and snow covered.
That's why I worked late that night, Kate, so I could finish it. So, because we were supposed to get some weather, but you never know if.
Whoa! So we didn't bring our farm Prius for that reason.
Yeah, we better put it in four-wheel drive too, wherever I figure that thing is.
The farm Prius would not have made it, Dad.
No, it wouldn't have.
It's crazy, you can't even see the road at all.
I know, but it's so bright you can't hardly see anyway.
Winter adventures in spring. Snow-covered adventures in spring. Has it ever snowed this late since you've been farming?
Oh yeah, it can snow in July, Kate.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I've seen it when I was up at Glacier Park, right at the edge. Ooh.
Whoa. Usually crops have a harder time growing on the very tops of the hills because that's where all the wind is, right, Dad?
Yeah, kind of blows it out and cuts them off. It's pretty deep here.
Whoa! And as you're able to see, there's no snow on the tops of the hills as well because it's all blown away. Here are the tractors with icicles, so they're freezing cold. What are your thoughts, Dad?
I think it'll be a day or so before we can do anything.
It is incredibly bright out right now, and I'm finally outside in the frozen tundra of Montana during spring. So here we even have major icicles on the tractor wheels, as you can see. This is just insane. Oh my goodness. Look at that. So this is the field that I was seeding last, and Dad finished it the other day because he thought we were going to get weather. We have icicles all over on the drill, and here's the tank. So let's see. This is actually a much wetter snow than we've had in the past, and it's like perfect snowman weather. So maybe I should build a snowman by the drill here. That would be so cool. Drone! It's like a winter wonderland. So here is a close-up on all of the icicles on the grain tank. So this is for seed right here. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. And we're supposed to get more snow. Darcy's drill doesn't have as many icicles on it. And then we've even got snow drifts. Like, this is deep here. Not sure if you can tell from the video, but it is deep. This is more snow than I remember getting all winter. As you can see, we've got quite a few snow drifts here. I mean, this stuff is deep. So we're hoping to get back in the field soon, but of course we'll take any moisture we can get. Here's Darcy's drill. This tractor right here is 530 horsepower, and this tractor is 430 horsepower, but they're nearly identical, except this one has a PTO and can pull the grain cart. Look at all my footsteps. Very cool. Oh, this tractor has icicles here as well. Trekking through the treacherous Montana winters and deep snowbanks. That might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but it's not even winter and it's snowing. We've had snow for like 3 days. We're supposed to get more snow. It's snowing all night, and I did a bit of seeding in the snow also. Now I'm walking around this grain tank, and Darcy's tractor is a tow behind, meaning the tank that holds seed and fertilizer is behind the drill and the tractor, whereas my drill is a tow between, which means the tank is in between the implement and the tractor. I do have to say I was very much looking forward to spring and some warmth here in Montana. It can go from 40 below to above zero the next day. It is crazy how fast weather can change. So this could all be melted super soon, although I don't think it will be. And I am freezing cold. Although hopefully this provides additional moisture for when we continue seeding. In Fahrenheit, 32 degrees is freezing, and we are at 15 degrees right now, so it is super duper duper cold. Dad's now trying to land his drone, and as you can see, his pickup radio is affected by the frequency. So that's kind of crazy, but let's see, how's your landing going to be, Dad?
Great.
Outside in the cold for a couple of seconds, turn the drone off, and come back in. Would you say that was a successful drone flight and landing?
As always, Kate.
Yeah. Now Dad and I are going to look at how much seed and fertilizer is in the tank.
Seed. I don't care about the fertilizer. Oh, not too much. 10, 15 bushel.
10 or 15 bushels? How long does that last you in the field?
I don't know. About 10 or 15 acres.
Because we seed a bushel an acre. Now we're going to see how much is in the back tank. This is fertilizer.
Not that much.
And then these are air tanks, so you have to make sure to get them sealed properly, especially when you're seeding. So you like stand on this
The
part.
problem, Kate, you got stuff under your boot. Kick it off on that grate.
Now I'm coming back off of the drill right now. Although I have to be very careful because now my boots are super slippery from all of the snow. Back in the warm car. As Dad said, it was a very chilly trip out to the tractors. to see what was going on, and now we're headed back with lots of heat. So, after you looked in the seed tanks, what are you thinking, Dad?
I'm thinking there isn't a lot of seed left, probably.
Do we have any more in the seed truck?
No, it's empty. It's going to get different things. We're going to seed some durum or something. Then we probably got to reseed some spring wheat. It's hard to say. I have to wait till this settles out.
So you think you'll have to reseed some winter wheat, Dad?
Yeah, I'm sure we will, some places.
Although if it doesn't freeze, doesn't it just grow up like grass?
I'll seed spring wheat into it, Kate.
Oh, now how does that work when you sell it to the elevator?
I just sell them wheat. There won't be very much in it, just engines and stuff. Just another day in Montana, Kate.
Yes, it is, Dad. Now I'm at home with Grandpa, and
How do you know that?
can you believe the snow?
What?
Can you believe the snow outside?
Uh-uh. Can I believe what?
The snow outside.
I haven't been out there. How much is out there? 2 inches?
Yes, maybe more.
No, there ain't many more. I don't think.
Well, there's some snow drifts.
Oh, it might be more than a snowdrift. Maybe.
Is this snow good for moisture of the crops?
Oh, it'll help a little bit, not much. It ain't enough, and it ain't wet enough.
How long have you been farming for, Grandpa?
Oh, I don't know. How long?
Forever.
Oh, since I was, working. Been on a farm?
Yes.
Well, I got on a farm in my aunt and uncle when I was about 15 years old.
Wow.
And I've been there ever since, except a year or some in the Navy.
So maybe around 80 years you've been farming?
Yes, I've been pretty close.
That's awesome.
That's a long time.
Yes, it is.
It's changed a lot, though. Everything's easier now.
Yeah, way easier now.
Well, it is, all this fancy equipment they got. The first tractor I run had 3 speeds, high and low and reverse. And no cab, no power steering.
That's the way you like them, though, ain't it?
You had to crank it to start with, but it was, that was a long time ago. Now they got everything so fancy, it's like buying a brand new car.
We even have cabs.
Yeah. So fancy we are.
I don't know. It's been a long time. It's changed a lot. Anyway, I did that a long time. Probably too long.
But you love it, don't you?
Oh, I don't pay much attention to it no more. I let these guys do it.
Yeah. We love it enough for him too, Kate.
How do you think the winter wheat crop is doing this year?
Not very good. A lot of the winter wheat crop don't look very good. There's a lot of holes in it. I'll bet you have to spot or reseed a lot of it. Some wheat you see is pretty good, but...
Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe to learn a little bit more about how your food gets to your table. Okay, bye!
Bye.
Thank you for the interview, Grandpa.
Okay.
I very much enjoyed it.
Okay. Thanks.
And all of your knowledge about farming.
I pay him